Hi students, 4.2 writing equations in point slope form. So the first thing we need to know is what is the equation for point slope form? And so here it is. Point slope form is y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x of 1. The three things that we are going to substitute: y sub 1, your m, which is your slope, and x of 1. Again, those are points. And so you're going to be given a point and a slope, and we're going to have to figure out how to put it in point slope form. So the example 1a and b are pretty straightforward. The first thing I want to do is label my x of 1, y sub 1, and we know that m equals -2. So number 1, label. Please write down these questions, the steps. Step 2, we're going to put in point slope form. So y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x of 1. I'm going to circle the things that we are going to substitute. And we're going to put it again in point slope form. So what does that look like? It looks like this. Y minus y sub 1 is -1 equals, my slope is -2. And my x of 1 is positive 3. Even though that looks like -3, I'm just substituting. And the only thing that you need to simplify is if there's any double negatives for now. So there are a set of double negatives. 3, substitute, which we already did, and simplify. And so we end up with y plus 1 equals -2 x minus 3. That's in point slope form. All right, let's go ahead and do the exact same thing. This time you don't have to write down the steps, but we are going to follow those steps. Step 1 is going to ask us to label. Step 2 says put it in point slope form. So y minus y sub 1, which is 3, equals 1/4 x minus -8. Simplify. Y minus 3 equals 1/4 x plus 8. And there you have it. All right, example 2 says use 2 points to write an equation in slope-intercept form. So we already know, we've been practicing this. Slope-intercept is y equals mx plus b. And remember, 2 important things that we needed were your slope and your y-intercept. So if you're given 2 points, now one of these are not special, so we don't have any special points. We don't have any, anything like that. Okay, but what we do need to do is we do have steps for this one. The first one is going to ask us to find the slope. So in order for us to find the slope, yes, we are going to have to label and find slope. So let's label x1, y1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So m equals, we're going to plug it into y2 minus y sub 1 over x2 minus x sub 1. So y2 is a -2 minus 2 over 3 minus 1. And we end up with -4 divided by 2, which gives me -2. So that tells me my slope is -2. So we've figured out what m equals. Now we need to figure out what b is. So this is where it can get a little tricky and a little difficult. What you're going to do is pick one point and the slope and put it in point slope form. Okay, so it could be any point. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to pick the first one, and I'm going to pick, obviously that's the slope. So we have 1, 2, and we have m equals -2. So this kind of leads us to what we did here. We were given a point and a slope. We're going to do the exact same thing we did here. So let's go ahead and label x1, y1, and this is m. So again, y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. So y minus y sub 1 is 2 equals negative 2x minus 1. Now we're not done here. Before we stopped here, now what we're going to do is we're actually going to distribute, and the last step is going to be put it in, step 3, put it in slope intercept form. So what do? We need to distribute this 2. So y minus 2 is equal to negative 2x plus 2. Let's go ahead and add 2 and watch what happens. Y equals negative 2x plus 4. Isn't this slope-intercept form? It is. So that's our answer, students. It is a lot of steps, but I'm confident that you guys can do this. Okay. All right, let's keep going. We have one more that we're going to do like that. Okay. So again, we're going to do it. We're going to label. We're going to find the slope, right? So here's x1, y1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Put it in y2 minus y sub 1, so it's be 10 minus 4. And x2 minus x sub 1, it would be 3 minus 1. Simplify. We end up with 6 over 2. That gives us a slope of 3. So again, pick a point. 1, 1, 4, and m equals 3. So 1 comma 4 and m equals 3. We're going to put in point slope, and then we're going to simplify and put it in y equals mx plus b form. So y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. Distribute this 3. Y minus 4 equals 3x minus 3. And then let's go ahead and add 4. And you end up with y equals 3x plus 1. Fantastic. Do you see how we moved a little bit quicker? Okay. If you need more practice, go back to example 2a and look at the steps that we did there. Again, first thing we did was find the slope, which is here. Pick a point and the slope. Put it in point slope form, and then solve and put it in slope intercept form. Okay, so we're going to do the exact same thing with number 3. Remember, these are points, okay? The first set of points is 2 comma 3, and the second set is 6 comma 5. So again, we're going to do the exact same thing. Let's practice. Label x1, y1, x2, y2. Find the slope. So slope is m equals y sub 2, which is 5, minus y sub 1, 6 minus 2. And that gives us 2 over, ooh, this is a fraction. 2 over 4, which is the same thing as 1/2. Okay, that's doesn't bother anything. It shouldn't mess up anything. So here is my slope. Let's pick a point. I'm going to pick this point. You can pick the other point if you like. 2 comma 3 and m equals 1/2. So now we're going to put it in point slope form, x1, y1, and this is m. So y minus y sub 1, which is 3, equals m x minus x sub 1, which is 2. Okay, distribute. Watch what happens. Y minus 3 is equal to 1/2 x. Half of a negative 2 is negative 1. And then go ahead and add 3. So it really wasn't too difficult, hopefully. 1/2 x. And then negative 1 plus 3 gives you plus 2. right, there you have it.